What's up, everybody? So this is going to be the most weirdest, fastest live stream I've ever put together since I started YouTube. What I'm going to do, I see Ark Wildman is in here as of first. People only had maybe a 3 to 2 minute window before this posted and got into their stream. So, Ark, if you're in here, hopefully I get a 5x5 from at least you, brother. And we'll see where it goes. What's up, Colleen, Angie, Kelly? I was wondering if anybody was going to get the notification because, like I said, I put this together extremely fast. Oh, Yarn Prepper, no, you're good. I literally put this together in under 10 minutes. What's up, Rootless Wanderers, Celtic Prepper? 5x5, everything is looking good. Harvey's going to get mad at me for drinking out of a plastic bottle, but I had to throw it all together. Throw this all together. What's up, Kevin Grip, Jeff Sam, Stewart? Let a few other people roll in here, and I'll explain why Grey is live, because I had a huge mishap on the video that I was trying to produce for you folks today. But it happened. So the only thing I could really do is I was like, go live, I guess, and try to explain the video that I had planned on doing. What's up, Lori D? And and just run with it. You know what I mean? What other choice? I didn't have time to do a redo 2 hours of working on a video that failed on me. What's up, Prepper Book Club? How you folks doing? Hopefully well. And I do apologize. If there's anybody else out there live at this time, I do apologize. I didn't mean to step on anybody's toes. Usually I just drop a video. But like I said, I had really no choice. I wanted to get the content out that I wanted to get today. What's up, Arlith? How you doing? It says we have about 29 people in here, 30 people in here. So it's starting to pick up a little bit. But so give you an idea what was going on. What's up, JM? And you're probably wondering with the thumbnail and why the whole thing, like I said, this was literally thrown together within minutes. And I'm glad I had at least a few folks coming across this. I'll probably get a lot of replay action. Is this normal? No, this is not normal. This is not normal. This is not a great normal live stream. This is out of the blue. Random as heck. Random as heck. I threw it in the Discord. Hopefully that would grab some folks' attention. So I'll give you an explanation of why I'm going live. So I made a video today. So yesterday on the Sunday shift report, for you folks that watch the Sunday, I just passed Sunday's show to catch you live right on. That's all right, Lori. You're fine. So on the Sunday shift report, we talked about the Auguson's Farm issue, and I showed you guys that Amazon had things in stock, and you can get it within 24 hours. So what I wanted to do is not talk the talk, but walk the walk. And while I was there, I was thinking, well, let me order some things. Let me see if I can get these products within 24 hours. So I dropped a ton of fiat currency to see what would happen and see what I got. And let me show you what happened to the video. And there is no sound. That's the main issue why I'm going live, is because there was no sound on this. But this is the video that I was trying to do. And as you can see, the sound is all the way up, but there's no sound. And yes, I'm still wearing the same stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what I was trying to go over in this video and kind of touch on a few things. So it won't be an extremely long live, hopefully, because I'm for you folks that know who Magic Prepper is, I'm going live tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Magic's channel. So on the Marauder Mondays, I'll be live over there. If you want to see Grey and Magic Prepper together on the same screen, we'll be live tonight together on his channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll throw something in the community tab as well. But as you can see there, I was trying, and I was so upset. There was no audio after I got done doing the whole video and stuff like that. So here we are. Here we are. What's up, Jan? How you doing? Tiger 454, what is up? So I brought everything from outside inside to kind of go over what my experience was. So I ordered a bunch of products from Amazon yesterday after the Sunday shift report. So in less than 24 hours, I want to show you folks what I got, because a lot of people are going to Auguson's Farm and they're like, they can't get what they're getting. Prices are skyrocketing. So here's my suggestion to you folks. If you like Auguson's Farm or any type of freeze-dried foods or stuff like that, the time to probably get them is probably now, because the demand is going to be heavy. The supply is not going to be there. I've noticed prices already starting to go. Even the stuff that I bought yesterday, the prices have went up a couple of bucks. So that's why I kind of wanted to test the waters with this whole situation. What's up, Aaron Goodman? Mona Shi, how you guys doing? So let's, I'm going to kind of go over this. And here's the positive thing is, I don't know if you guys remember when Klingon Princess, she won the peanut butter powder. I still owe her that. And I saw it in stock. So I decided to order it. I ordered a whole bunch of it, to be honest with you. Well, not a whole bunch, but 4 cans of it. 2 for myself, 2 for her. It all came in. I got 85% of what I ordered. I have 2 cans floating that'll be here the next few days. And then I have one that's a weird one that's going to be out there. It won't be floating around for, I think it said October 20 something. What's up, Donna? Yeah, Christopher. Everything is going up. That's a huge thing. Prep and prayers. What is up? So anyways, let me kind of go over what I was trying to go over in that video. And I kind of want to, this is going to be hard for me because I have a huge, massive box next to me. I wanted to do an unboxing video of an Amazon thing, but that didn't work out. So here we are. Our Tent Life. What is up? What's up, Allison Sherman? All bulk foods have dehydrated potatoes, 25 pounds, $60, man. That's pricey. So what I did is I ordered a couple things of everything that I could find of, and hopefully this will work out on camera. So sweet corn, this is going to be hard, man. Let me see if I can make room on my desk. I ordered a lot of stuff. Foxit Outdoors, what is up, brother? Sadly, I'm still at work, so I'll have to hit up the replay after. Stay safe. Yes, that's fine, Foxit. Like I said, this is an impromptu live stream. So here it is. I'm going to look at myself so I can make sure I'm doing this right. I got the sweet corn. I got vegetable stew. And this is going to be a huge pile. I wonder if I can make sure it stays out the way. Now I'm not even in focus. I'm going to go through all this and then we'll continue to talk. Scrambles. Come on, focus. Scrambled egg mix. And this is, I got all this stuff that I got was within 24 hours of ordering it. And people say, I hate Amazon. I don't want to support that. I understand. But what you need to do is if you're trying to add to your preps, if you're trying to get stuff, now's the time, because for the next 90 days, Augason's farm is done. Not done in totally, but they sent out the letter. We went over the letter. We see what's going on. So Amazon is basically a monster that kind of orders a crap ton of stuff and stores it in their warehouse. So while they still have it, because you know there's going to be a mad dash for this stuff, because there's a lot of unprepared people out there, or some people that want to shore up some of their preps just in case this winter becomes a horrible situation. I got some honey powder. Yeah, I'm going to keep on going. What's up, Arkansas? What is up, brother? I got some corn chowder, soup mix. I'm probably going to run out of room. Another thing of honey powder, because you guys know I love honey. And I'm going to talk about this here in a second. I got a couple things of sweet corn. The peanut butter powder. There'll be some doubles here in a second. Some more vegetable stew. And this is getting high. I'm not going to be able to see my my screen here in a second. There's some more peanut butter powder. Where can I stack this at? What else do we got? Some more clam chowder soup mix. I'm going to throw this down here on the ground. We got some peas. Some more scrambled egg mix. And I think that's it for the Augason's farm. And then, let me save this too. I decided to see if Big Bear Prepper, what is up? I agreed, Aaron. Fat Man Prepper, I like the name. Wasn't a fan of the veg soup. Yeah, and that's, I'm going to go over some of that here in a minute, Fat Man. I'm a fat man myself. The shredded potatoes, right on. Then I decided I wanted to try, see if Mountain House was having any issues. So I grabbed me a bunch of Mountain House, and what I'll do with all this Mountain House, my favorite Mountain House, honestly, with you guys, so you guys know, is the rice and chicken. There's about 12 of those in there. What I do with that is I pack those in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I'll put rice and chicken on top of that 5-gallon bucket, pack it in there so I have it all together, so I know what each bucket has. I know it's kind of redundant, but that's just the way I do it. And then a lot of you guys know I do the nutrient survival scramble mix. I've done the ReadyWise scramble mix, And and I've done the Augason Farm scrambled eggs as well. So I decided to try one of these here, the breakfast skillet by Mountain House. And now it's getting to become a tower. Hopefully it doesn't fall. So the whole reason I did this is because a lot of folks will come on YouTube and say, hey man, look, this is still available. This is still that. But I wanted to prove a point. And my point is that there's some still out there. There's some still available if you're trying to purchase these things now. So the time to act is now. Not to say freak anybody out, because some people might not have the finances to do so. Just so you know, I know there's been a thing in the past where it says something about EBT and using electronic food or whatever, the food stamp thingy, however that works. I know Augason Farm works with that as well. I don't know if you guys know that or not. You can buy Augason's Farm, Mountain House, and a few other companies with the EBT, if I got that correct, thing. So if you don't have, let's say, fiat currency, you can use some sort of government benefits or whatever, anything that you want to do to stock up. Now, here's the thing. You can't just buy all this kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, rice and chicken, right on, Gear Gridden. You can't just buy all this. This is great. This is great. Now, I'm happy that I bought it. Don't get me wrong, because I'm going to add this to my preps. But this also goes in the whole realm of things of your canned goods, your non-perishables and stuff. You know, your Spam, your tuna fish, and all the other canned goods that you would buy to add to your prepper pantry. This will also go into effect with your canning. Like people like to, you know, let's say you're canning and you're pickling and all that stuff like that. Along with your fresh vegetables and gardens and all the other stuff like that. It all comes into like this big piece of the puzzle. You put all these pieces together and you're stocked up on food. Now, this is just to add to my food preps. I figured, why not? You know what I mean? I'm showing something here on YouTube that there's still stuff available, and also showing and also adding to my preps. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for myself personally. What's up, Stars Prepper? Look at the Midway. They usually have a good, yeah, and there's all kinds of discounts. And that's when it comes to prepping food in general, is to diversify yourself and look for sales, look for deals, look for coupons. There's some YouTube channels that are dedicated just to couponing, and they have some good information. I know people like coupons, that's so old. No, they have digital coupons, there are coupons in the paper, so much stuff like that. Anyway, so the reason I was trying to do this video is to show folks there's still some hope out there if you're still trying to stock up on stuff like Augason's Farm. I got this within less than 24 hours. I think I did the premiere yesterday around 6 something. I ordered around 7 o'clock, and I got this about 3 hours ago and tried to put a video together and failed, but things happen, right? It's YouTube. So I have funny enough, I got a mountain of food here. Pepe the Patriot, what is up? Sherry Leach, Aussie Mom Homestead. Be sure to check out this channel, even though he's gone to be with the Lord. Backroads Living. I'll check that out, Donna. Thank you. He's got his name always being corrected. Mr. Eastwood. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything in chat. One thing I did order, and I want your guys' opinion on this. How many of you folks out there make your own ghee? If you guys know what ghee is, it's clarified butter. It's shelf stable outside of the realm of being refrigerated. Some people say it has a really long shelf life, an indefinite shelf life. I wanted to try something. While I was ordering this food, something came up on the suggested thing. So I did some research and I found out it's a pretty good brand. So I ordered a couple pounds of it. Thanks, Pepe. I appreciate that. Jan, yeah, I figured a lot of you folks do make your own ghee. What's up, Alaska Prepper? So what I wanted to ask you folks is if you guys have ever seen this brand here. It's called the Fourth Heart Ghee, clarified butter, grass-fed, and all that stuff like that. It was highly recommended. Lots of good ratings on it. So I figured I'd try it out. Outside of making my own ghee, which is very simple. And funny enough, you know, Alaska Prepper AP is in the house, and he has a video on doing it. Very simple process. But I figured it was there. I wanted to add it to my cart, so I threw that in there as well. So that being said, folks, with the whole Augason's Farm situation, as you saw, I got it in less than 24 hours. Faster than Augason's Farm can ship it, to be honest with you. And if you go to their website, of course, they're wiped out. So again, if you have a spot where you can get it, because someone even told me in my chat yesterday in the comment section that Walmart was wiped out of a bunch of freeze-dried foods. Matter of fact, I wish I could have showed you because I went to Walmart yesterday to do some research myself. They have like 6 aisles of frozen foods, and all those there was 3 of them that were empty. I do have a video. I'll share that on Thursday night stream. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and show you guys that yes, Auguson's Farm is shutting down for 90 days. If you're looking for it, Amazon's the place. Regardless of how you feel about the company, if you need, this is what counts, is having this. I hope that makes sense to you guys. And then, of course, then you get some new products to try out. You know what I mean? I'll let you guys know how this ghee tastes. Matter of fact, Jeff Riffle was asking me, well, what do you use ghee for? And I said, I use it for cooking. I use it for, when I do my eggs in the morning. There's a lot of reasons I use ghee. I also use olive oil and stuff like that to cook with. The Redneck Prepper, what is up? Let me see here. Long ago, joined the GreyMan. The biggest bag of potatoes I can find is 10 pounds. Jan, matter of fact, I looked at potatoes. I looked at rice. I looked at a lot of the starches. I wanted to check the cereal aisle. I did a lot of shopping yesterday, per se. Don't you know? What is up? Ordered several Auguson's Farm number 10 cans from Amazon in the last few days. Awesome, don't you know? That's what I'm saying. So another thing, here's what I want to show you. Where's that? So this is Mountain House right here, right? So I also ordered a can of their beef, right? Their freeze-dried beef, which is very expensive. But I want to prove a point. So a lot of people will harp on nutrient survival. They're like, oh, nutrient survival is expensive. Nutrient survival is expensive. That's all I hear. That can was like $65. Nutrient survival is cheaper than that. Just saying. And then if you were to use the discount code, you still save 10%. So you kind of get where I'm going. So use every option that you can to stock the food that you're going to consume. So don't go out and run out and buy stuff that you're not going to use. That brings me to another point. If you order this stuff from Auguson's Farm or ReadyWise or Nutrient Survival or wherever that you want to order from, whatever your favorite freeze-dried company is, sure, you can stockpile it. But make sure that when you order it, that you taste it, that you crack one of these number 10 cans open or one of these pouches open, heat it up, and taste the food. Because some of it may be bland. Some of it may have no nutritional value. Look at all the different aspects when it comes to when you buy these types of food. I've had, like I said, that ReadyWise that I did out of the battle box, that ReadyWise was horrible. It was nasty. I didn't like it. That was the worst eggs I've ever had, or worst scrambled mix I ever had. I'll be honest with you. I took the rest and I added a bunch of spices and stuff to spice it up just to digest it because I don't like to waste food. Fat Man Prepper says, just have Alaska Prepper freeze dry use. Right? That would be great. But there's a lot of cost to the freeze dryer as well, like having that machine. I couldn't ask Rudy to do that. But that I appreciate that, Fat Man. Let me see here. Yeah, thanks, Harvey Black, for putting that affiliate link up there for Nutrient Survival. Our buckets at Rural King went up $15. See, and that's what I'm saying. It's just as I ordered this stuff here yesterday, it's gone on up a couple bucks. Some people might get mad. Gray, why did you order the food and take all the Auguson's Farm? There's more. There's more. I could have ordered a ton more, but you only have so much fiat currency to play with each payday. I'm just coming in. Did you hear about the recall on canned roast beef yet? I have not. It depends on the company. If it's Hormel or something like that. Don't forget the AF wholesale eggs. Learned that from Alaska Prepper a long time ago. Yes, I agree. And that's the thing is, folks, you watch one, someone asked me, like, they asked me recommended channels. Who do you recommend it outside of yourself that you recommend channels? Because, sometimes we do shout outs. Sometimes I'll do interviews, things like that. Right. Well, if you go to my YouTube homepage, it'll have a bunch of channels that I either know or have worked with or, that I recommend. So you can always check out that homepage, and there's probably about a dozen or so I need to add to that, but you can find those there. My mods do a good job of dropping links to other channels, but you want to diversify the content that you digest by visiting other channels. Sometimes I say, if I recommend a new channel to you, go check the channel out, look at some of their content. If you agree with it, if you like what you see, subscribe, and then, watch their content. If it's something that you don't like, because not everybody, you might not agree with everybody, then, you can bounce and go somewhere else. I believe recalls are to hinder preppers. Right on, Donna. I got you. I understand what you're saying. AF peanut butter on sale for $12. That's a steal, Alaska. or Rudy. I don't even know why I'm calling Rudy Alaska Prepper, just the name. Between the whole eggs and the scrambled eggs. Yarn, what are you talking about? Whole egg powder you can scramble too, but you cannot bake with them. Exactly. So I wish I have a wall of freeze-dried food over there. Matter of fact, I do have ground beef over there as well. But I do have, so for the scrambled eggs, so Augason's farm, you guys have heard this from other channels, like even Rudy in chat. They make great foods that you can use, like tomato powder, the egg powder, the Colby cheese, the diced carrots, the sweet corn, the stews. You can add to stuff like that. So it's ingredient based. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Ingredient based stuff. Augason Farm makes some phenomenal ingredient based things. Now, of course, if you want a full whole meal, there's other manufacturers to go. Let's say like Nutrient Survival, if you prefer to use them. If you prefer to use Mountain House, if you like ReadyWise, there's Backpackers Pantry. There's a bunch of companies out there. They all differ in price, nutritional value, and so on and so forth. It's up to you, the viewer, to decide where you want to spend your money at outside of your normal preps. You know, like I said, your non-perishables, your canning and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, I know this is going to be, what's up, Diabetic Prepper? Hey, better late than never. Let me show you guys. I scored another thing. I scored another thing. This is sometimes Walmart sucks. I'm not a fan of Walmart, but they have stuff. I'm gonna step over there 1 second. I put them on that shelf right there. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I know this is unprofessional, but it is what it is. This is an impromptu live stream. Because yesterday was my payday. That's why I kind of named it Payday Preps. What's up, Dragon? But I got a bunch of these. A lot of people can't find these, but I got a bunch of lids. Because people say, Grey, but you don't can. I have all the things to can, and I'm prepping them because I know what I plan to can and start canning. I will do my first canning video sooner or later, here soon, and you can watch me fail or watch me succeed. We'll see how it plays out. I have my canner on order because they didn't have it at Walmart, but I saw the lids. They had those in there, so I bought every single one of them. I know I'm a hoarder, sorry, but yes, I bought every single lid they had in there. Also, I bought more jars. They were out of the 16 ounce. They had some of the 8 ounce and some of the other ones, which was very surprising because Walmart usually has the decent stock in my area. Right on, Yarn Prepper. Yeah. I was shocked. And the reason I bought that is by listening to you folks, the viewers. I hear everybody talking about they can't find lids and how important lids are. Because the ones that you buy on Amazon, be wary of. I told you, Market Rolling Homestead bought some lids off Amazon that weren't ball. And I think he had a 90% failure rate on those lids. So he wasted money. And if you're in a situation where you need those, you need a can, that sucks. So I went with the ball lids. I was happy that I found them and added them to all the rest of the stockpile of jars and all that stuff I have over there. So when I begin my canning journey, I have all the things that I need. Just because you're not canning now doesn't mean that you might not start canning. So if you had the extra finances, I say, why not? Because the things are disappearing. If you watch people in chat, there's a lot of folks that can't find jars, can't find lids. There's a lot of things that are missing or gone per se, right? You're a hoarder. Hello, we all are hoarders. Right on, Kelly. I always like to mess around with that because we get that stigmatism that we the preppers are the hoarders, but they don't understand the concept of hoarding. As a matter of fact, there's videos on YouTube. I decided to Google it one time because I was going to do a video, but it's been done many times. That shows what a hoarder. A hoarder is a person who basically buys a bunch of stuff that really has no intrinsic use. Just random stuff. There's no organization. There's no method to their madness. They just buy and stack it. Preppers, on the other hand, we buy things in a methodical manner. So we buy specific foods over a long period of time. We stockpile them, we date them, we organize them. So we're very organized and spread it over time. We're not the folks that run out and buy things on a whim. Like the last thing of toilet paper. Like when that whole debacle happened, everybody knows most preppers were like looking at everybody. They're crazy. I got plenty of toilet paper. Matter of fact, Arkansas whoop ass. I know you're in chat. he showed us his little stockpile, which is pretty funny because a lot of us purchase these things. Harvey Black, you're exactly right. Spices. Those are some of the things that people forget. People, when it comes to prepping, they'll focus a lot of attention on certain aspects of prepping. But you have to understand prepping is a big gambit of things. Outside of food and water, you have medical supplies. You have, let's say, nails and screws, tools, all different types of gear. Let's say glues, and the list goes on. It's an endless list. But you have to think, what do you need to survive on a daily basis? What do you if you didn't have access to go to a store and buy certain things, and I mean not just a food store or grocer, I mean, let's say a drugstore, let's say a hardware store, and the list goes on. So if let's say you have a hammer, great, you have a hammer. It's best to buy a backup hammer because if that hammer was to fail or break, you have something to fall back on. Because I don't know how many of you guys can forge a hammer out of nothing, but you kind of see where I'm going with that, hopefully. Kelly 61 Ram, that you're right. Vanilla extract is expensive in general. I buy it by the gallon. Just me being me, and then I break it down into these small things. Matter of fact, I just bought 250 little pack. They're called number one coins, little vanilla pouches for my seeds because I'm building my seed bank and expanding that as well with the food that we're growing in our garden. Scott, that's very smart of you. Get things done now, especially now that winter's coming. Yeah, get peacefully prepped. Yeah, it's very expensive. Yes, Dragon, good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Dragon. Hand tools. Now, a lot of people have power tools, which are great. If you have a generator, if you have fuel, and you have the things to run those power, maybe you have solar to charge your batteries, you have some sort of interface to do so. But it's nice to have a backup. Non-powered hand tools. Did I say that right? But you guys get what I'm saying. Remember the old school pedal and mortar? That's how you did stuff. You didn't have a food processor. A blender that you crank by hand, stuff like that. Think about outside the box. Like I said, look at the Amish. Look at the folks out in the country. Look at your grandparents. They didn't have these luxuries. You see, overwhelmed when eggs giving away like crazy. So I dropped off the last 9 birds and still have. That's awesome. I'd rather have an abundance of eggs than not enough eggs. Tiger 454. That is awesome. I've never thought about that, Tiger, to be honest with you, in regards to making your own vanilla. Disney Mom 5. I had posted this morning at home shopping network, had Augason farms, but I just checked and they are sold out. Amazon still has some, so get it where you can if you want the dehydrated food. Matter of fact, let me go over to my chat here and so I can start. There you go, Disney Mom. So this proves a point right down here. It might be in stock. Everything was in stock when I purchased this yesterday, but it's 24 hours later. Some things may be running out because other folks are waking up and they're rushing to the game to buy the stuff. Thanks, Ginger. Let me see. It says easy vanilla beans and vodka. Really interesting. Vanilla beans and vodka. Interesting. See, this is what I love about the community is I'm always learning because we're not Ikes. I use that form Ike. It's a I-K-E. I know everything. I don't know everything. Far from it. I only know so much. My brain can only, withstand so much information. That's why I have a prepper library. Another key thing that I like to tell folks is to make sure, beyond your other preps, is have a good library. Have material that you can reference because there's no way that you can remember every single aspect of everything, be it hunting and fishing and gardening and this and that and so on and so forth. It's good to have a library, your own library that you have in your home that, okay, and for instance, let's say you have some plumbing issues, right? And there's no access to a plumber. Well, you have a couple books on plumbing. Try it out. That's all you can do. Because once you apply that skill and learn that skill, you become better at it. And then you can fix things yourself. Not only saving you money in the real world, but in a shift event or, an after the fact kind of where things have gone south, where there's no plumbers to be had, unless you know one or you have one in your mutual assistant group. It's having a book that you can reference. You have a generator, right? Let's say you have a nice generator. You have the state-of-the-art generator, the best generator that money can buy. What about if you don't know how to fix that generator? Do you have spare parts? Do you have the manual? Do you have any reference on small engine repair? Kind of see where I'm leading into? There's a lot of facets to this whole prepping game. And sometimes we hyper focus on too many on specifics. So I always say, keep your mind wide open when it comes to that. Think of everything that you would possibly need in the aspect. I know some folks are freaking out because they're new to prepping. They're like, they don't know where to start. And one good place, of course, as a start is always food and water. Those are the essentials. Those essentials. Beyond, everybody knows the 5 C's. Like I said, also it means protect yourself and medical and all that stuff like that. Yeah, Peacefully Prep. Luckily, Goodwill still has books. I bought books for 50 cents to a couple dollars throughout my time. And they've gone up in a few places. So when you see a good book, look at it, because there's even the old books. It's still material doesn't change on how to repair something. There might be some newer tech that comes behind it, but learning the basics behind it is awesome. Dragon, thank you for the super chat. If you have a plumber in your group, it is mandatory to also have their plumber's crack. Oh, right on, Dragon. You got me with that one. But thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Let me see here. Vin Lagos says basic vodka works best. Need to use. Oh, you guys are still talking about the thing. I'm going to have to watch this over and look in chat because I'm missing stuff. Haven't watched Jeff, but you heard about Charles Keys from Kentucky. Peaceful, exactly. Super chat. Yeah, thank you, Kaylin. Everywhere I see you, Kaylin, you're always doing that. So that being said, I have 134 people in chat. Oh my, I really had no clue that I had that many folks in chat. Again, my apologies for doing such an impromptu live stream. I just didn't know what else to do. My video failed for today, and I was like, I still wanted to get the material out. So I just went live and said, to heck with it, and run with it. You know what I mean? That's all you can really do, because the video is lost. There's no audio. There's no way to voice over and bring the audio back. There was no magic pill for that to solve that. Yarn, he's in jail again. Wow. That's rough. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? Charlie, NL Ghost Wolf, he's been pumping out those scenic drone videos, man. I got to use my drone more often, Charlie. You see here, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, since I have so many of you watching me at the moment, don't forget, tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and Magic Prepper on his channel, I'll put something in the community tab, Marauder Mondays, live at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be me and Magic on the same screen. We'll have a good chat, man. It'll be fun. So if you haven't subscribed to Magic Prepper, please do so. Go check him out. And I'll be there with him tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that ought to be a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've been interviewed. I like going on other people's channels because then it makes it easier for me, because then all I got to do is talk and answer questions other than running an entire stream. Well, JM at the Net House, thank you so much for the super chat. Dragon, it's the electricians, not the plumbers. Right on, JM. And JM, you've taught me so much, man. I want to say thank you, JM. You've taught me a lot of stuff. You, Zane, so many other folks in chat. You guys are just full of great information. Let me see here. We bought a steel, so that's awesome, Tiger. Let me see here. Bland's oh man, I messed that one up. Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Go with the flow. Right on. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. Thanks for sharing that, Yarn Prepper. I recommend getting some tarps from Harbor Freight. I got a Harbor Freight, Pepe. You're absolutely right. Harbor Freight has some really good stuff. I should do a whole prepper video on Harbor Freight. I know it's been done, but I like to do it myself and just to see what I can dig up. My opinion on what I can find over there. Thank you, Donna. What's up, Alien Prepper? How you doing? Hope I still get my order. Red Road, are you talking about an Augason Farm order that you have out there? Nerd kid, I lived in a library. JM, that I'd rather be a nerd. I still consider myself. I'm a tech nerd. I'm a book nerd. I'm an information nerd. Put it that way. I'm a sponge that likes to absorb information as much as I can. No matter what I do in life, I try to do the best I can at it and learn everything about that skill or that job or whatever that may be. I try to do everything I can to master that and learn everything I can about it. Let me see here. I just want to look in chat and make sure I'm not missing anything. Dollar General has seeds 75% off. Wow, that is huge. Let me throw that up on the screen. I'm going to go check that out tomorrow. Hopefully they're still there. Thanks for sharing that peacefully prep. Dollar General has seeds 75% off. That's 4 cents a pack. Fill up. I'll check out that video as well, Peaceful Prepper. Peaceful Prep, sorry. Everybody knows that I'm bad mixing up my words. Working on a new way to feed the animals now, looking into fermenting feed as well as ways to make it more nutritionally sound, save money that way too. You know, you guys have a great channel, man. I love some of your content, and it's a different realm of things outside of the things that I usually watch. Fat Man Prepper says, jack of all trades, master of none. Roger that, brother. Jeff, your wife says you need to downsize your library. See, a lot of folks run into that situation where family members themselves don't understand what, you know, if you're the sole prepper, right, and you have either brothers, sisters, wives, whatever, they don't understand that your realm of thinking, right? But when the time comes and things go south, they'll be glad that you do what you do. Trust me, it always happens. I always ask this question: why does it take a bad situation or a catastrophic event to wake people up? When, if you had been prepared before that event happened, things in your life would be a lot easier. Not perfect, but easier. Seed prepping is huge, man. I've been building my seed bank all year. Now, all the vegetables that I'm growing, some of the plants I let go to seed, I've been harvesting those seeds. When I do my green peppers or my banana peppers or my whatever, any of the peppers that I have, I clean out the seeds, I dry them out. I put them in the little vanilla folders that I got because you don't want to put them in plastic. That's not a good idea. I learned that from you guys, the viewers. I date them, and I have this huge seed vault that I'm building. Because you don't want, okay, so there's a lot of people that go on Amazon and they find seeds. But I've heard some horror stories in regards to that, where the seeds don't germinate and stuff like that. So if you're growing plants, so let's say I'm in zone 9, I'm growing plants here in Florida, right? And I grew this plant and it did well. So it worked well in the heat, on whatever, you know, the environment that it grew in. So I know by me saving these seeds, I have a better chance of those plants doing successful the following year, being that they're grown in the environment that I live in. So let's say if you live in Canada and the plants that you grow there, the seeds that I might send up there might be different, if that makes sense, folks. What's up, Cherokee? How you doing, brother? And just kind of taking a quick look at chat. The prepping preacher, it's funny that you say, I love it, man. Prepping preacher, I ask that question all the dang time. And thank you for being here, brother. I ask that question all the time because every single year, if a hurricane approaches the coast of Florida, plywood is gone, water is gone, and for some oddball reason, Pop-Tarts are gone, but the shelves empty. Plywood skyrockets, it disappears off the shelves. Everything disappears. And I'm thinking to myself, you live in Florida. You live in a place where hurricanes are frequent. People get complacent. Oh, we haven't had a hurricane in 5 years or 10 years in my area. So they get complacent. Not a good idea, man. Not a good idea. You know, have your generators, have your fuel, have your stockpiles of water, have everything that you need every year. So when it comes to water, for myself personally, every year, the beginning of hurricane season, I buy additional water that beyond what I have now. And then at the end of hurricane season, I cycle through that water that I have that I bought specifically for hurricane season, go through that water in the home. And then a month before hurricane season comes again, I restockpile specifically for hurricane season outside of my own water preps. And so you got to have Pop-Tarts for her. Yeah, and see, it's weird. And funny enough, they did a research thing on this. Strawberry Pop-Tarts are one of the biggest things that Walmart sells when a hurricane approaches the coast of Florida. Don't know why. Maybe it's a great comfort food. You can eat it cold. You don't have to heat it up. But I can find a lot better nutritional items to consume than a Pop-Tart. Yeah, it's great. And you want to have some sort of comfort foods in your preps, of course, because especially if you have small children, even for yourself, it's just, you got to treat yourself, man. You're in a survival situation or a disaster situation, and you want a little stuff. Me, I'm a sucker for honey. You guys know I collect honey like it's going out of style. The honey that I have prepped will probably outlast my lifespan, and my kids will have plenty of honey for themselves. Let me see. Kaylin Strain says, I checked my armor can I brought off Amazon. It was not one of the 2 best buy dates being recalled. Awesome. Pop-Tarts and Fireball. Yeah, prepping preacher, you're absolutely right, man. They do. Alcohol does. The liquor stores, they get wiped out as well. Oh, love it, man. Yeah, and I agree. My daughter loves Pop-Tarts as well. They do have a pretty decent shelf life if you store them properly. You know, one of the best things I ever invested in so far, outside of let's say a freeze dryer or a dehydrator or a canner, is my food saver. Food savers are awesome. You can do so much with food savers. I love those things, man. and having an abundant supply of the bags to go with it. I love the food savers. It's one of the best investments I ever got myself. Jolene Gatto says, seeds is a great place to order heirloom seeds from the PNW. Better to stay local if possible. You can seed save and Jolene, you know what I found here locally? I've been talking to the farmers and other folks. I've been intermingling with a lot of people. They do seed exchanges. Other farmers and people around the area and the more rural areas in my where I live, they do seed exchanges. I thought it was kind of cool. Some people don't have certain seeds because the way they look at it is if, let's say, Bob, Mary, and Lou have these type of seeds, and then John, Rick, and whoever else has these type of seeds, if they do some exchanging around, everybody has extra seeds. And if, let's say, something happens to these seeds in this house, let's say this house burns down, all their seeds burn down, the group has additional seeds that they shared amongst each other. So they can help that person out and get their seed stockpile back up. I think it's an awesome thing. The Daily Prepper, most people probably did not get a notification because I threw this live stream together within like 10 minutes. Fastest ever I've ever put a live stream. Coming up with the description and all that stuff like that, just threw it together. We'll see what happens. Matter of fact, what time is it, folks? It is 7:12. We'll go, how long have I been rambling on for? We'll go for another 5 minutes or so, and then I'll wrap this up because I've kind of went over most of the stuff that I wanted to go over in the video. That being said, do you guys have any questions for me in regards to some of the content that I've been discussing on this live stream? If you do, put it in all caps and tag me in it, put @GreyManPrepping so I can see it. I'd appreciate that. See also Dave's Garden. Dave's Garden, I'm going to, I watch a channel called Eat Your Backyard, which is kind of cool. I also watch an Australian guy that does a lot of YouTubing. I'm going to put Dave's Garden in my notepad. I keep a notepad up whenever you guys say stuff so I can kind of put it. Sarah Goldie, hey, everybody listening at work. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for your time. Don't vacuum seal granola. Turns into a brick. Ask me how I know. Right on, Fat Man Prepper. Also, don't stick an oxygen absorber in your sugar preps. Your sugar will turn into a brick, like a concrete brick. I made that mistake years ago before I knew that because I thought you would just stuck oxygen absorbers in everything, and I was off on the sugar. Now, don't get me wrong. You can use hot water and do some stuff with it, so it's not a total waste. But if you're trying to use sugar, it's more of a pain in the butt to break down a brick of sugar, trust me. And it's rock hard. 42 minutes, and it's been a good one, better than some of the well-prepared ones. I appreciate that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Gear Gridden, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you all. Moonsprouts, hello. Self-Sufficient Me, thanks, Vinlago. Yes, great channel. Love his stuff. Market Self-Sufficient Me. Yep, awesome, JM. See, and this goes to show a lot of us folks watch a lot of the same content. We're all very smart individuals. We learn from folks. And that's what I love about YouTube. You learn a lot from different types of channels. I watch a lot of gardening channels and homesteading channels. Man, I watch channels on some of the most oddball things that you can think of. Even let's say home security, how-to videos. There's a lot of great content on YouTube outside of the prepping realm of things, but it all relates. Caitlin Strain says, don't put oxygen absorbers in salt either. Same result as with sugar. Right on. Sherlock Ohms. I like that name. It's pretty cool. Silica packs for sugar. Thank you, Grid 19. I appreciate that. Thank you. We put moisture absorbers in salt and sugar. Daily Prepper, are you talking about the O2 absorbers? Or are you talking about the silica gels, the silica packets? Thoughts on root cellars? Maybe not for the southern Florida. Yeah, Dragon, that's a rough one. Now, if I had the way to do this, so in Florida, if I was going to do a root cellar, here's what I would do, even in my area in Florida, because I've dug down 6 feet deep. Can't explain why, but I've dug down 6 feet deep in my backyard. There was no water. So I thought to myself, I watched a video on it, and this is a great idea. Maybe I'll share it with you guys now. A lot of people get these old refrigerators. You see refrigerators on the side of the road, right? People are throwing away these refrigerators. So it's free. Well, I saw a video on YouTube. They took this old refrigerator, buried it in the ground, and used that as a root cellar. They did a couple modifications here and there, but I was like, man, that's actually a pretty good idea. So even in Florida, in a spot you could probably take an old refrigerator. If I find the video, I'll share it down the road. But take an old refrigerator, bury it in the ground, and use it as root cellar. Now, don't take my word for it. I just watched the video, and I'm just kind of sharing that information. But it's, in theory, it makes sense. Stealth camping has some great ideas for shelter. Just a recommendation. Thanks, Pepe the Patriot. Pepe the Patriot. I love seeing new names in here, to be honest with you folks. Kentucky Prepper, no problem. Most people probably didn't get notifications because of how fast I put this together. Christopher Alexander says, I've done that before. See, so then if Christopher Alexander's done it before, that means people have applied that concept and it works. Silica keeps dry. O2 absorbers prevent oxidation. Thanks, Sherlock Holmes, for clarifying that. I was trying to make a Faraday cage. Oh, right on. Believe it or not, your regular galvanized trash cans with lids and a rubber seal and some tape and stuff like that. If you watch the video that I did an interview with Dr. Arthur T. Bradley, he went over a lot of different things that you can do. He's an EMP and CME specialist. He works for NASA. He's one of the world-renowned leaders in this subject. So if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. It's in my playlist. Where I interviewed Dr. Arthur T. Bradley. He's also a renowned author. I'm reading one of his books now, which is really good. The Survivalist. Pretty good book. Love Rain Country. I watched that one too, Kentucky Prepper. Rain Country as well. I only have so much time to watch certain things though. Al Wilson, 16, here finally. Well, thanks for making it, man. Slang stash box. Right on, Christopher. Tiptoes off. Right on. Thanks, Fat Man Prepper. I appreciate it. I was going to bury an old small fridge in the for a root cellar, but I have limestone bedrock within 2 feet of the surface. Wow, Jan, that's rough. Bedrock, that's pretty. Limestone can be really thick. Have you watched Rose Red Homestead? She has some great content. That sounds really familiar, Daily Prepper. But I will copy and paste that to my notepad. Just as a reminder for myself. Thanks, JM. And this is great. You, the viewers watching this, chat is awesome. Chat is awesome. So much knowledge in chat beyond just, let's say, myself just rambling on here. What's up, Lady T? Kelly DeBro says, watch your last video. Will do. Sunshine State. How's it going? Sunshine State Survival. Another fellow Floridian. Fat Man Prepper, thank you so much for joining the members only thing. I just welcome to the Grey family, brother. I appreciate that. Pepe the Patriot, welcome to the Grey family as well, brother. I appreciate that. You folks that have been watching me for quite some time know I need to get better at putting content out for the prepper for the members only. We're working on it, folks. This is my first year on YouTube. We're getting it all together, nailing down some things, but we'll get it all situated, man. It's great to see a lot of new folks in chat. The channel is growing. We're getting closer to 10K. I don't know why. I just want to hit 10K. After that, it's whatever at this point. You know what I mean? Sure, 100,000 and all that stuff would be great, but I don't know. I just have always had this goal since I started a channel to hit 10,000 subscribers and then be pretty much content at that point. They say you'll probably never get content, but it's just I know that there means there's a lot more people getting my message and getting prepared. But I appreciate you guys joining my member tab. I really do appreciate that. It helps the channel out tremendously. You will do it. Yes, Wilson 16. Wilson 16. I hope so. I hope so. In time. I'd like to get there by my 1 year anniversary, which is December 15th, if I recall correctly. We're going to do something big on that. We'll have fun. If you guys saw my birthday bash, we had fun there. We'll do something like that on the 10K thing too. Calling Rich at Red, rename Laura Rue. I don't know what that means, Colleen. I must have missed something. Anyways, folks, you guys have any final questions and stuff like that? Looks like we only had 3 haters today. We have 100 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down, so we didn't do too bad. We didn't do too bad. We had a few of the trolls, as they like to call them. I enjoy them, man. They make me laugh now. They don't realize how well they're supporting the channel. Yeah, thanks. If anybody, amazing first year. Yes, Kentucky Prepper, thank you so much. It's getting there. I'm going to redo some of the videos that I did when I first started. I want to do something fun for Christmas and some of the holiday videos I want to do this year. I got things written down on my list to do. Fat Man Prepper says, I get more into prepping, thinking of starting a channel for practical prepping for us single folk. No, Fat Man, I always tell everybody, the more of us out there creating channels, the more of us out there putting content, the more that we fill YouTubeverse full of preppers and preparedness folks, the more the message gets out there. So please do. I know, Dragon. I know. It happens, man. And it's probably the same 3 or 4 people that come across the channel. As soon as I do any video, it could be, I can do a video about, let's say, Santa Claus and how wonderful Christmas is, and they'll still thumbs it down. It's hilarious. But I've learned from other content creators that that's just part of YouTube, man. Part of YouTube. Let me see here. Exactly, Jam. Bizza Rizza Jizza. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I appreciate that. Everybody, please jump over on Magic's stream tonight. I got to get ready for that too. I got to eat some supper, put away all this food here. Oh man, I got to put that up on the screen. So Fat Man Prepper says you need to start giving away all that silver you won from Alaska Prepper. That was hilarious. Fat Man. I just got lucky, man. I didn't win the painting. I really wanted a painting. So hopefully Rudy's going to be doing that again. Hopefully he'll get some more paintings. I don't know. It's a gamble, you know, with any giveaway. And we remember, folks, we had to kind of keep the chat somewhat family friendly because certain keywords will trigger the YouTube algorithm and hurt the channel. So we just have to be I know it sucks. I know you're like, hey, it's our First Amendment and stuff like that. I truly do. I truly understand and respect that. But you got to respect the house, the channel and stuff like that, because YouTube pays attention to chat as well, folks. It does. Fat Man says he wants my docs behind me. You know what, Fat Man? Maybe I'll do that. The company, I paid a good penny for these because I wanted the closest thing replicas to the originals. But maybe on my 1 year anniversary, I'll put some of these documents. I'll put the trio inside that giveaway. That's a good idea, Fat Man. Thanks for that. It's a good idea. Oh, speaking of which, if anybody sees Wink Tannerbell, one of my subscribers who won last month's giveaway, I owe her a $200 gift card, and I owe her a little hydroponic or looking thing, terrarium thing. She won, and I can't find her anywhere. I've looked for her in my Discord. I've messaged her in Discord. I can't find her in chat. If anybody happens to see Wink in chat anywhere you are, please let her know. Contact GreyMan Prepping, because I would hate. I'm going to wait 2 weeks. If I can't find where Wink went or where she's at, I'm going to have to do a redraw or something because I don't know what else to do. But I want to kind of wait it out and see if I can, see if she happens to show up, because she won and I don't want to take that away from her. Let me see. Raise hand. I want some supper too. Right on, lady. I understand that, Lady T. It's been a long, busy day. I've been helping my father. He's been redoing his kitchen and stuff like that. A little off topic, but I mean, he's 70 years old, so I help him as much as I can and spend as much time as I can with him because, yeah, Harvey Black, exactly. Where'd Wink go? But I hope to get a hold of her because, I'm a type of person, I want to get to it. I just got, I know I got some toothpicks going out to some of the folks that I owe toothpicks to. I know Za was one of them. I haven't seen Za in a few days either. I hope she's okay as well. I haven't seen Zane in a while. Hopefully she's okay. Maybe I'll have to reach out to her. Fat Man peacefully prep, working on having 1 year worth of canned and 1 year worth of food is great. That's awesome. Anyways, folks, it's been almost an hour. I really don't have much else to say on the topic that we were here for. I do want to say thank you to every single one of you folks that kind of came in here and at a last minute live stream and supported the channel. I truly appreciate that. So much love to every single one of you viewers out there. Thanks so much for being here and watching and supporting the content. And if you get a chance, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. I truly appreciate that. Also, everybody knows the mods are some of the hardest working folks in YouTube. They do a great job. Sometimes they're underestimated. But mods help keep the chat clean, dropping the links and supporting the channel as best as they can. So please applaud the mods. They do a hell of a job. Yarn, was she in there? I don't know if I saw her in there. I'm gonna have to. I'll reach out to her and find out. I always get concerned when I don't see certain names. When I make sure they're okay, because things happen and we just don't know. But yeah, so that wraps it up, folks. And like I said, tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you want to catch some more Grey, I'll be on with Magic Prepper. on his live stream. I'll drop it in my community tab, a link to his channel, and a link to the actual video in his channel, and you guys can check me out there. Other than that, I think that about wraps it up, folks. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. God bless and have a blessed evening. Hope to see some of you on tonight's on Magic Prepper. Take care.